Now we're going to add our trim back onto our stained board. I'm going to show two different options for this because this is a pretty clamp intense process. We might not have enough clamps to go around. So start by running in a fine line of glue along one side of your trim board. You do not want any glue squeezing out of here, so make it just enough to cover. Then you can press it into position. Start by doing the sides that are flush first. You can do the inside sides next. Then take a couple of clamps and just clamp this down on the edge so it's in place. Make sure the clamps don't slide it around. Go ahead and do the same thing on the opposite side. You want to touch your glue around, just a touch of glue right down the side. If you look, that's a really fine glue line, not very much glue at all, just enough to cover that surface is all that you need. I'll place this one in like that. Make sure those trim boards are flush with the front of the frame. Now you can do the edge boards. Test both of them because one may fit a little better in one place than another. Place that in again, nice and flush. You'll notice how my trim boards were cut long enough where they'll sit in there on their own. You want them to fit tight. You're better off a little tight than a little loose. If they fall out on their own, they're probably not cut long enough. Now on this last one, I'll show you what you can do if you don't have enough clamps. The spring clamps are the easiest way to do this, but we have a lot of people using clamps for a lot of different things. So if we're running low on clamps, here's how you can get this process done without it. Place your board in the same way as before. Again, it should fit in pretty tight because that's how we cut them. Make sure it's flush. Then you can take some masking tape and just wrap tape. And pull that tape nice and tight as you wrap it around. There's a little bit of stretch in that tape, and that'll pull these tight. But again, the spring clamps are a little bit easier way to do this than the tape is. But either is fine. So clamp in your trim board. It'll take, if it's on there for 15 minutes, that'd be plenty for it to dry and take the clamps off for somebody else to use them. Just be careful. The glue takes overnight to set. So be careful when you set it down so you don't bonk those trim boards or they'll fall out.